Greetings. First and foremost, Holy Spirit, casting away all dark energies, center home or disturb me, my loved ones, and you. So to begin this reading, I'm going to start off with some messages from your angels, Holy Spirit. Okay. So today is another chance to be better. Alright, any more messages, Holy Spirit, from the angels? Let your dreams be your wings. Believe in a bright future. Embrace your journey with joy. Alright, so offer up feeling the energy of someone that is, you might be a little bit discouraged, okay? You could have had something that happened, or somebody could have said something to pretty much try to shit on your dreams and like things that you wanted to do. So the Most High is definitely guiding you to go forth with it, okay? If you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping, and somebody was definitely being a hater. Yeah, with the Lovers card, it could be some type of union, okay? It could be some type of relationship or some type of choice that you made regarding some type of relationship, but you're pretty much following your heart at this time, and it's because you're being obedient to the Most High. You're being obedient to the right path, okay? With this Knight of Cups, you're definitely a creative individual, and you're on a mission at this time because you have so many opportunities. You also may have some offers, yeah, somebody's definitely being tempted in some way, okay? Hennessy could be significant. You could have been out drinking, or somebody invited you to go out drinking with them or whatever. But you're definitely being called to, you know, be vigilant, okay? Somebody's also being called to challenge negative thoughts that you may have because it could be rooted into something else. So it really would be prevalent, like, to help you to really go to try to find the root of these feelings that you're feeling, especially if it's a negative feeling regarding yourself or like something that you want to do. Okay, somebody could also be taking a drug test or about to take a drug test, or somebody in your energy could feel guilty about something. This individual is remorseful, but it's like they're sad, but they don't have any like plans of like to stop doing it. Alright, the Most High wants you to know that you are the magic. Okay? You are a divine being, so it's really being called that you stand in this power and to truly believe in yourself, okay? There are individuals that are going to try to hold you back because they can see the bigger picture. You know, they can see that you have so much ambition, you have so much grace, you know, you have so much confidence, and somebody's trying to keep you from this victory, but the victory is here. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be confident in yourself. It's prevalent that you're confident and that you are following your intuition, okay? You standing your ground is very prevalent in this journey because if you're not standing your ground, if you're not sticking up for yourself, if you're not standing up for what is right, that can allow other individuals to project their failure onto you, all right? So don't let fear win. Sometimes you got to let fear and anxiety be your motivation to move forward. Alright? Because you are surpassing these individuals from your past that did try to doubt you. And it's like they don't want you to pass them even more, which is why they trying to do shit to mess you up. So don't let nobody trick you about your spot. Alright? There are some necessary endings that you need to make, and it's going to take for you to take solitude from these individuals, okay? Because these endings are going to lead to new beginnings, okay? You definitely have a lot of things on the way in for you, but it seems as though you do have to separate yourself from certain individuals from your past, okay? And that's going to help you move forward. Somebody's also being called to do some inner child healing at this time. I am going to clarify this Six of Cups because it did fall on the ground. Holy Spirit, clarify the Six of Cups. Yeah, so there's somebody that's definitely hurting, okay? So this could be your energy with this Page of Cups, or this could be someone else. But it seems as though somebody is hurting because somebody is seeing you having a fresh start with a divine counterpart. Somebody is seeing you having a fresh start when it comes to your abundance, okay? Somebody also sees you like completing a whole bunch of goals. Yeah, and they also see you like achieving balance in your life, okay? So you may be feeling like you're not really all that balanced. You know, you may be feeling like, yeah, you might have took a couple steps back, but in actuality, you're not. Alright, so keep following your instincts, okay? because as you keep going on this journey and, making these moves that you're making, you will definitely start to see, okay? Because, you're not seeing what other individuals are seeing. And it's like somebody sees you as having so many opportunities in front of you. Alright, and you definitely do have a seed that is about to sprout, but it seems as though you're very exhausted. Okay, and maybe this exhaustion is leading to you to be a little bit pessimistic about yourself. You're being called to not be hard on yourself because you have a lot of anxiety. Okay? And you're being called to really forgive yourself, okay? Forgive yourself for the setbacks that you did have in the past, okay? Because now you're being called to really stand up for yourself and to move on from this conflict, because somebody is having like an internal kind of conflict with themselves, okay? The Most High put you on this path. You were in a fertile waiting period. But that waiting period is over because you have gone through a rebirth, okay? So now it is time for your mind to catch up with your body, okay? You really have to acknowledge all the work that you have done, okay? It was fated for things to happen, but right now you are turning a cycle into your wish fulfillment. Alright, so you're really being called to stand in your power. That is screaming at me. Stand in your power. Alright? Find closure with your past, okay? Because you made these necessary endings for a reason. And even when I say necessary endings, it's not just about cutting people off. It's also about releasing old mindsets, okay? Releasing outdated mindsets that really didn't serve your highest good. I can't make it up. Alright? Releasing these temptations, releasing these illusions, okay? Because there is a lot of illusions that you had upon yourself, and it was causing a lot of emotional blockages for you. And a big part of it was having a lack of self-love. So you're really being called to do some self-love affirmations, okay? You gotta enjoy your life. You gotta enjoy you for where you are right now and where you are going to be, okay? I am gonna pull some chakra cards because it seems as though, yeah, you need some help with these chakras. Alright, so we have a sacral chakra affirmation. I am radiant, beautiful, creative, and enjoy a healthy and passionate life. Alright, the numbers 2 and 6 could be significant, so you could be born in February or June. And for your root chakra, the chakra's key concepts are safety, security, physicality, and basic human needs. Its color is a rich vermilion red, and its element is earth. So if this is resonating with you, you're being called to wear red. Alright? Wear some red. That's going to help you feel better. And what's wild, I got some red on. So definitely wear some red, okay? And that's going to help to cleanse up your root chakra, okay? And then also to open up your sacral chakra, you're really being called to say this affirmation in the mirror, okay? I'm going to repeat this affirmation. I am radiant, beautiful, creative, and enjoy a healthy and passionate life because you deserve it. But you need to acknowledge where you are at right now, okay? You have some type of mental block. It seems as though somebody was trying to attack your root chakra. You could also be born in September. Yeah, you could be struggling to see the bright side a little bit, and it's because, you have some type of mental block. And it's because you're on a new journey. And it's like you've been being so consistent. You've been working really hard to get the results that you want, but it's like you're feeling like things are stagnant for you, but they're not. You are being called to have a new perspective on what's going on around you. Okay? You need to realize that not everything is going to happen the way that you expect it to happen. If you're doing something and you're looking for a specific result, just because that specific result didn't come out, you finding a different perspective, you will see a different perspective to know oh, this is why this happened. This is why I did this. Even though I did not get exactly what I wanted, I got something to help me on my journey moving forward, okay? Somebody needs to release the idea of being so attached to the outcome of certain situations or certain goals that you're looking forward to, okay? Yeah, somebody could be let down. Maybe you've been wanting to attract some type of divine love, some type of romantic connection. You've been trying to attract a windfall of money, a windfall of this. But you need to realize that this is in your cards, okay? It is in your cards. You're just not ready for it yet. Okay, and it has a lot to do with these mental blocks that you could be struggling with. Okay, the Most High is not going to bring you this divine love if the divine knows you wouldn't be able to handle it, because the divine doesn't want to bless you with the divine love, and then you self-sabotage, and then you end up even worse than you were before. Alright? You letting go of your past is going to lead to your fulfillment and these blessings that you want. Okay? But it really has to do a lot of shadow work. Like, somebody definitely needs to find a balance between their shadow side and their light side. Okay? Where there is light, there is dark. And at this time, period, point blank, you're not trusting yourself. You're not trusting the process. Okay? Maybe you're feeling like a little bit of imposter syndrome at this time. Yeah, and it could be due to like a lot of mess that you went through in the past, okay? You might be reaching a breaking point at this time to where you separated yourself from a lot of these messy energies, but there's still remnants of it that is still, on you in some type of way. So you're really being called to call your energy back, okay? Call your energy back for all the times that you gave away your love and your energy in order to feel loved, in order to feel accepted, okay? And somebody's also being called to let go of materialism at this time, okay? You might be a little bit too focused on what things look like. You might be a little bit too focused on how much something is costing, or equating your value to how much that you have, okay? Gotta follow your intuition, okay? Somebody also needs to realize that there is strength in the actions that you take, but there's also strength in your silence, okay? Sometimes not everything needs to be said. You don't have to say every single move that you're making, okay? Be defensive over yourself. And it's definitely somebody that is watching you, okay? You see how he's watching her on her throne? Somebody is definitely watching you. Clarify this King of Wands, Holy Spirit. Yeah, so you're hopeful. You're hopeful of something. And somebody right now is watching you because they're feeling excluded at this time. They could be going through some type of scarcity. But either way, you definitely do have a breakthrough. You have had a breakthrough. Okay? And it's through you focusing. So what you're being called to do is remain focused. Okay? You might not see things happening in the way that you want. It's not happening as fast as you want it to happen. But think about how you got to this point. Okay? You are definitely feeling more peaceful. You definitely have more self-love. But you definitely need to focus on nurturing yourself more, loving yourself more, okay? And I know, because I've been through times in depression. I've been through it, okay? And it took me, quite a while to get to the point where I'm loving myself, and I'm still learning, okay? To this day, I'm learning how to nurture myself more, okay? Because I spent so much time giving so much love to other individuals that were pouring into me, and I ended up depleted. And that added to the depression as well, okay? So, don't rush yourself. Don't rush the process, okay? Just make sure you're remaining focused, okay? Because the Most High will never forsake you. You're moving in the right direction. Alright? There is someone in your energy. They are trying to manifest some type of conflict in your life. Yeah, and this individual is working alone now, okay? Somebody was working with somebody else in the past to try to manifest something to affect your path, okay? These other individuals are not working with them anymore because they're realizing this person is a divine being. I'm not going to mess with them. They doing what they doing, they minding their business. They not out here spreading negativity like you saying. So they left that person alone. And now they're trying to be a damn lone wolf, trying to do stuff to you in the background, but you have strength. And you also have a spirit team that's working behind you. Your spirit team is working in the background to avenge your spirit. All them times your energy was taken from you. All them times that you did something for somebody and they were talking about you behind your back. Like, your spirit team is definitely riding for you. Yeah, somebody tried to manipulate your emotions, but how you move forward from it was by seeking knowledge on that situation because it helped you to learn a lot about yourself, okay? But now you need to realize that you know yourself. You know yourself. You know how you're going to react to certain situations. So don't be afraid if somebody does come to you with conflict because you already know how to do it. Now, you're being called to be comfortable in this joy, in this peace, okay? You got to get used to not being in such a chaotic environment, okay? Because right now, it's a lot of mess going on up here because you're being so critical of yourself, okay? There is nothing wrong with you. There is perfection in your imperfections, okay? That is something that you should be working on at this time. Alright? Being honest with yourself, loving on yourself, okay? You showing tough love to other individuals, but giving yourself that love and that nurturing that you need. That is going to help with your forward momentum, okay? You remaining balanced and pouring into yourself. Alright? And that's also going to help you to be more motivated about the things that you want to do. Alright? Because you have justice. Your justice is the space that you're in right now. Alright? But don't be your own worst enemy. Alright? Be honest about yourself. Somebody tried to cast an illusion about you, right? But this illusion did not work. Somebody might stutter. But either way, you are grounded. You're just being a little bit too hard on yourself, boo. I can't lie. Like, you need to practice some more self-love. Just practice loving yourself more, okay? And that's going to bring you a lot of clarity, okay? Because once you get to the root of why you feel that way, you're going to know. You're going to gain a lot of clarity to know. And you're going to realize why these emotions keep coming up, all right? You have a clear direction on where you're going, but what you're being called to do is to find the root of these emotions that you are feeling, especially when it comes, like, to you about yourself, okay? Because someone might be doubting a little bit their past, okay? You might be doubting, like, how things are going to end up, okay? One thing about it, nobody has all the answers, okay? No matter how much work you do to set things up for your future, you don't know what your future is going to look like. What you're being called to do is to work on you and how you're going to react to certain things and moving with grace, moving with love, loving yourself, and most importantly, remaining hopeful, okay? Because the Most High will never forsake you, okay? And somebody is scared. Somebody is scared. But you are afraid of things that haven't even happened yet. Yeah, you gotta look within yourself to step out of this comfort zone of being so hard on yourself, okay? You're never gonna know all the answers, but the Most High is guiding you in the right direction, alright? This is your tower moment. When it comes to you healing yourself and also forgiving yourself, alright? You're definitely moving in the right direction, okay? Because the first step is acknowledging that you have a problem, right? And this problem is the fact that you are not loving yourself enough. And it seems so simple, but it's hard. Doing these self-love affirmations, sometimes it gets tiring. Sometimes it gets emotional. But you got to do it. Because you doing this is healing yourself. Alright? Fully accepting yourself 100%. Because you are authentic. Remain optimistic. See the beauty in your flaws. Okay? This will help you to be more secure within yourself. Alright? Yeah, you have a lot of power. You got to speak that love and that life into yourself. And also nurture yourself, okay? With how big or how little. Like, it helps, okay? Somebody definitely needs to do some journaling at this time. Yeah, like, you got to love on yourself more, boo. You are finished with this tower. You are finished with this storm. Alright? The Most High wants you to love on you. And acknowledge the personal power that you have and the beauty that is within you. Okay, there's no one that is perfect. So stop being so hard on yourself with trying to be perfect. Because no one is perfect. Listen, love yourself, okay? You loving yourself 100% completely and authentically is going to bring in that divine love that you are craving. That twin flame, that high level soulmate that you so bad want to come in. They are going to come in once you completely accept you for you. Alright? Stand in that power. Alright? Have a good time while you're standing in that power. Learn how to have a good time with yourself, by yourself. Alright? Being able to stand on your own 2 feet, man. Sitting on that throne. Whether you with somebody or not with somebody. Being kind to yourself. Being compassionate to yourself. Alright, you spent a lot of time loving other individuals that were not committed to growth. They just wanted to have a good time. But you're learning from trial and error. All the choices and the decisions that you're making are going towards your future. You're no longer doing dumb shit just to do dumb shit. It's coming. These harmonious relationships, this love that you're desiring is coming. Alright? You are in the spotlight with the divine feathers, but your next step is to stand in your power in this solitude, okay? Accepting the truth about you because you are amazing. You are divine. Alright? Mainly, like, you are going in the right direction. Stop thinking that you're not, because you are. When you've had these feelings of self-doubt, think about it. Why do I feel this way? Why? You know? When you have these intrusive thoughts that cause you to feel sad, to feel down, to feel mad, to feel whatever, write it down. That helps to cleanse your energy. Alright? Today is another chance to be better. You got this. If this resonated, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Continue to live in love and light.